Hello and welcome to the Irish in the UK. Coming up on the show this week, Vince Power held a very successful feis in Liverpool earlier on this year. Well, recently we caught up with him to find out what's his plans for the 2019 feis. The Cheetham Cultural Festival is an annual event which is held in Manchester, and recently we went along to the Irish Night, which was held at the Irish World Heritage Centre. But first up tonight, Mary and Alan Gillatt give up so much of their time because each year they run a festival of Christmas trees to try and raise money for Francis House in Didsbury. And we went along to meet them and find out how this year's plans is going. Mary, tell me a little bit about Francis House.
Francis House is a children's hospice in Didsbury in Manchester. I'm sure most local people have heard of it and supported it in one way or another before now. We care for more than 500 children at the present time. Respite care provided, really. It gives the parents a break. They can leave their precious child in the care of somebody who they know and they're confident will take care of them in the same way that mum and dad do at home. We also provide respite care, we provide bereavement counselling, we provide at home, more and more at home services so that the children are cared for in their own environment. We've also got siblings groups for children whose siblings have either passed away at Francis House or are currently receiving care at Francis House.
Now Mary, I know that you and your husband put in a lot of work in fundraising for Francis House each year. Now tell me about your festival of Christmas trees here at the Lowry.
This is the 12th year that we've done this. The Lowry have been very generous in the past. They give us the use of a unit free of charge. So Francis House buy trees, Christmas trees and lights, and then we approach different companies, groups, organisations, individuals, beg them, persuade them, encourage them to sponsor trees, either by coming down and decorating a tree, giving us something to put on a tree, a voucher, a gift, a hamper. In return, we advertise that company for the 6 weeks that we're open, so it's a great way of them getting their name out into the mall. Last year we were really fortunate. It raised £35,048, which we were so thrilled with. And the funds are much needed, so every penny counts. And at the moment, 83 pence in the pound raised for Francis House goes directly to the care of the children.
So basically today you're asking people to come along and sponsor a tree?
Yes, we've got room for another 15 trees perhaps. We'd also take more. Obviously, if we could, we'll fit as many in as we can. But at the moment, we've got about 15 spare. So we're still on the hunt for sponsors. But anything that anybody can do to help is more than appreciated.
Now, you're open here to the public from the 27th of October for about 6 weeks. And then people can come in and purchase their Christmas trees here off you.
Yes, they can. They can come and put a bid on the tree. What we do is we auction the trees off. So, for instance, you could come in on a Monday and bid on a particular tree and say it was worth £100. We'd take your name and your number. Somebody else might come in on the Thursday and say, I really like it, I'll give you £120 for it. In which case we notify the previous bidder to let them know that they've been outbid. At that point they can either bid more or they can say, that's fine. We appreciate you letting us know, we'll go and get a tree from B&Q or Tesco's or the garden centre or whatever. So the trees are then sold to the person who's bid the most. It doesn't cost you anything to bid, and we've only ever been let down once by somebody who put a bid in and then didn't come to collect the tree. But you pay for the tree on collection when we close on the 9th of December.
And of course, we saw the trees last year. They're really beautiful trees. So if you do pay a little bit more for them, they're a lovely tree to take home to your home, and also it's supporting a good cause.
It is, yeah. And quite often we get people who've organised a collection from a company perhaps. They've bought the decorations, put them on, and then they'll actually buy the tree back to put in their reception or their salon or their shop or whatever the case may be. but most of them go directly to homes.
Okay, for people to come in and actually buy the trees off you, tell us where you are.
But we're on the first floor in the Lowry Outlet Mall. We're next to Black & Decker, opposite the Cruise First and the Toy Town shop. So we're quite easy to find.
Now, if people wanted to sponsor a tree and they needed to contact you or to make a bid over the phone, how can they do that?
Well, the easiest way, because we're in the Lowry most of the time now getting ready, is to just phone me. My number is 078 76 024 716.
Now, if you'd like a nice Christmas tree this year, pop into the Lowry Centre in Salford and see Mary and Alan, and they'll look after you. And all the monies raised is going to Francis House in Disbury, a very, very good cause. Now, Vince Power recently held a very successful feis in Liverpool, where we caught up with him to have a chat with him and see what's his plans for the 2019 feis.
The young lad I heard your father say, he'd rather see me than a married day. Sooner than be married to any other way. The lovely sweet banks of the roses. Let's go on the banks of the roses. We love and sit down.
Vince, it's great to see you back in Liverpool again. What a fantastic day we had last July here for your wonderful feis.
That was a great day. I didn't remember much of it because I was running around all day. I think I did something like 26 miles on my thing on my phone, my steps or whatever. I walked 26 miles for the whole day.
Well, I never spoke to as many people that wanted to come back again to have another day out. Everybody enjoyed the day here. The atmosphere was so good, the music was so good. It was wonderful.
It was fantastic. It was a very emotional day. I think there was many generation of people here, Irish people who've been here for many years, and then children, grandchildren here. I've never seen so many people cry when Feis came on, and you know, memories and stuff. It was very, very, very good.
To sun, how it shines on these green fields of France. There's a warm summer breeze, been raised to red poppies dance. And look how the sun shines.
And the grand finale at the end was something different, wasn't it?
It was. We were running out of time, but you know, this is the first year on this new site, so we had a great time, and but the finale was amazing as well. You know, with Mary Gillatt doing Ride On and Imelda and everybody, Nathan in there, and we had a great time.
Now, of course, we're here today in Liverpool to meet you, and you're here, I think, planning 2019 feis.
Yes, I've decided to do it again for my sins, so it's going to happen again in July next year, and we're going to announce the dates and the tickets. We're going to announce it all quite soon. So if you watch out, go back onto our website, which is Liverpool.We. You will see it on there, but it's all going to come up again, and there will be special priced tickets, early bird tickets for sale.
And I think the early bird tickets, they're going to be released fairly soon, aren't they?
Yeah, we're going to release them in the next week or so. So we're putting them all up now to get it ready for it. So then we'll have the lineup some couple of weeks after. We have a great lineup again. We have got some of the favourites back, but we have a lot of newer acts and we have a lot of new ideas. So we will still have the same format and more. We have 3 stages, and I've got a few more surprises. So I look forward to seeing everybody.
There comes a time in everyone's life where nothing seems to go your way.
Anybody that didn't make it last year, obviously there's lots of people I've seen on social media as well that couldn't make it last year or missed out on the date. this is their opportunity to be here in Liverpool next year for a wonderful occasion and a great celebration.
Yes, it was a great day. It was, the day went very short. I know we got a few things a bit skew with. We ran out of beer for a short time, so which is very unusual for me, especially because I've been doing festivals for like 35 years. But you learn every day.
Well, there's always teething problems with your first one, but we know that there was various little problems, not many, but I'm sure you'll have ironed them all out for next year.
I have, yeah. It was a very happy day. I mean, people, weather was good, the scene, the site was good. Everybody was really happy. I've never seen a festival where people are so emotional and happy.
Well, we're looking forward to your new lineup, and hopefully when you get it, you'll let us have it, Vince, and we wish you the very best luck for 2019.
Thank you, thank you.
I can't wait for next year's feis, and don't forget to get your early bird tickets. Now it's time for us to take a short break. Don't go away. Coming up in part 2, we'll be at the Cheetham Cultural Festival. Welcome back to the show. Now, if you'd like to look back on some of the programmes that we've already broadcast, don't forget to visit our website, theirishintheUKTV.com. Now, the Cheetham Cultural Festival is an annual event which is held in Manchester, and recently we went along to the Irish Night, which was held at the Irish World Heritage Centre. And here's some of the talent that was on display. Cheetham Cultural Festival, Julie. What a fantastic night it's been.
It's been absolutely great, hasn't it, Martin? And it's been a great day, actually, for the Cheetham Festival, which is now in its 15th year. And as you know, Martin, it's a multicultural and a multi-faith festival that sets out to celebrate and showcase the best of the communities across Manchester, particularly across North Manchester. This is a highly diverse area, and the communities here have a very rich history, and indeed a very rich history of working together and engaging in some kind of cross-cultural fusion. So we've got a 3-day festival with loads of different events across venues across Cheetham Hill.
And of course tonight we're here at the Irish World Heritage Centre for, let's say, a little bit of the Irish touch to it.
Indeed, and we've been blessed actually with the groups in the centre. So we've had a variety of music and dance from the various dance schools that host classes here. We've had some lovely music from Cultus, Cultural Ireland, the St Wilfrid's branch, and we've had the Claddagh School of Irish Dance.
And you even had one or two people in the audience give a song.
We did. We like to keep the evening as informal as possible, and of course there's lots of people who like to get up and give us a version of an Irish song that we know and love well. So we've been really blessed with the singers tonight.
And of course music and song is a great way of uniting communities because everybody likes music.
Absolutely, and many of the events that take place this weekend at the Ukrainian Cultural Centre, at the Manchester Jewish Museum, at the various mosques and gurdwaras, at the churches across Manchester will be involving music and dance. It definitely is a kind of cross-cultural space in which communities can share some of the richness of their traditions and their heritages.
Sounds as though you're in for a really busy time over the next 10 days or so, Julie.
Indeed I am, Martin. So it's a 3-day festival. We're online. You can find us at Cheetham Festival, and we're free and we're open to all members of the public, and we've got lots for families and lots for kids. So it's a really fantastic weekend to celebrate community and to celebrate diversity.
Michelle, you played some wonderful music in there tonight, and it was great to see so many youngsters as well in your band.
Oh, thank you very much, Martin. We have the children's class here every week. We also have the adults class, so we mix the two in together there tonight.
I know you put in a lot of effort in teaching the youngsters as well.
That's right. I've taught in the Irish Centre plus the Old Irish Centre now for too many years to remember. Definitely 25, if not maybe a few more than that as well.
And of course St Wilfrid's Cultus, it's got a great name to it because there's so much history down the years.
Yes, it's in its 43rd year now, I believe, and that's since it was in the old St Wilfrid's down in Hume, where it originally started, and we always kept the name after that. It went through St Brendan's, then to the Old Irish Centre, and now to here.
So the classes that you have, obviously you've got children playing there tonight, you had a lot of adults as well, so do you run the classes for adults and children at different times?
We do the adults classes on a Monday evening, and it's just easier to keep everything separate, you know, because the children do sometimes learn a little bit faster than the adult, and the adults might have different worries about, you know, being embarrassed and different things where the children wouldn't have. So if we keep them separate, but then we play together when we go out. Yeah. Now
the Cheetham Festival, that's becoming very popular over the years.
Yeah, it's the 15th one that St Wilfrid's took part in, and it's actually the 15th one that I think the Irish Centre has been involved in as well, so it's all combined together. It's an activity around Cheetham where each different group has a different night or an activity, and everyone's welcome to go to all the other groups. So this was like the Irish contribution to that structure. We can go to the Jewish one, the Polish evening, there's all different things. There's a bus tour happening where you can see all different cultural points, and it's just a great thing that's growing and growing.
And of course we're seeing great Irish dancing with Megan Healy's School of Dancing as well earlier on.
Oh, they're absolutely fabulous, and all extremely good little dancers. She's doing a great job with them. They're all coming up brilliantly at feis and everything else. She's doing great.
Will I play the voyage over on earth,
Christine, tell me a little bit about the Claddagh Association of Adult Irish Dance.
So the Claddagh Association was formed about 23 years ago, and formed first in Ashton-under-Lyne, and then moved to the Old Irish Centre and moved up here to this Irish Centre when it opened. So we're adults from 18 upwards, and there's no age limit. We dance here every Monday night from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Newcomers are always welcome to join the class at the first Monday of every month, and then they come weekly after that. No experience needed at all. We've got a mixture of dancers, some that have danced when they were children and come back to it, and some that have never danced at all. Some people start in their 20s in our class, some people start in their 50s, and some people have come to us much later than that as well. So everyone's welcome.
I believe you've got a big event coming up in October.
Yeah, that's actually a parish event in Rochdale. It's the parishes of St John's and St Gabriel's. We're doing a fundraising Ceilidh on the 13th of October. So tickets are £6 with a hot pie supper and £4 for concessions. If they want to ring me on 077 88 65 6666, I can arrange tickets. It's a Ceilidh, so I'll be calling the Ceilidhs. Again, no experience needed. Everyone welcome, children and adults.
Oh, it sounds good fun for a good night out. Now, Sophie, how long have you been dancing?
I started dancing about a year and a half ago. I'd never done it before as a child, and it was actually my New Year's resolution last year was to start Irish dancing, and I'm so glad that I did. It's one of my favourite things to do now. I absolutely love it. Such a lovely group of people, and I just feel as if I've really improved in the last year and a half. I can really see myself getting better, which is amazing.
Well, we were watching you dancing there earlier on, and you've got bags of confidence now, and you put on some great dances here tonight for the audience.
Oh, thank you very much. It wasn't like that a year and a half ago, I can tell you.
Now, Lizzie, I'm told that you're the expert because you come into dancing at an early age, then had a little bit of a rest, and you're back with us again.
I don't think expert is quite right. Yeah, I danced as a child in Manchester as well. Took a few years off when I went to uni, and then came back and joined Cladda. On and off, in and out of uni, so yeah.
So how much time goes into all the dances? Because we saw you all performing there tonight and the crowd really appreciated what you put on for them, but how much effort and time goes into this behind the scenes?
Well, we practice every week, which we enjoy. We've had some big competitions recently. Some of the team danced in Ireland only last month. Obviously that took a lot more preparation and practice. Things like tonight we just enjoy putting together and just doing some of our favourite dances.
Yeah, and of course you've had a lot of dances, different dances going on tonight, Christine.
We have, yeah. We did a reel and then we did a jig, and we did one of our Ceilidh dances, one of the more difficult Ceilidh dances called Trip to the Cottage. But it's nice because some of our new dancers that only started in September also danced with us tonight. And some of them have danced previously and some haven't, so it's great to be able to include them so early.
This is my homeland.
What a great festival, a wonderful night, and well done to everyone who took part. Now don't forget, Henry McGlade is back next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, and we're here with the Irish in the UK at 7:30. Both shows are repeated on a Saturday evening between 8 and 9 p.m. and again on a Tuesday lunchtime between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m. All on Showcase TV, Sky Channel 455. Until next week, take care.